State Wolfpack, and the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Judicials ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. So NC State's offense has the ball first today. And Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with the...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. NC State quick to the line. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Makes the catch. It's Schultz. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Spins away from the defender. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
No bones about it on that 3rd down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns, and it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles, going to get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Judicials offense will get the ball for the first time. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Goes to the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The option look. Turning it on. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Balls and fired complete. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the option. Now the pitch. Running into the open space. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Guys, he's already got 44 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a second about NC State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, NC State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Calls his own number. Can't get him to the ground. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And he's still running after the move. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Judicials trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Judicials will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll try the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The give. There he goes. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They'll try to power it in. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Fires on the move. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He wants to take the top off. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up 14 over the Judicials. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The Judicials come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On the move. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Judicials come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On the move, he fires. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Judicials decide to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Schultz. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got his man. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle, it's Schultz. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. Caught in the backfield, it's Schultz. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Nice move to keep running. Inside the 10-yard line is shoved out of bounds at the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll try to run for it.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Judicials racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throws to the back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Judicials send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows in Carter Finley Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run the option. He'll do it himself. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. And the Judicials can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Rush is on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
The Judicials will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the marker. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, NC State!
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He breaks a tackle.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Running to Green.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Oh, he's got some space. Pulled down for the tackle. And the Judicials are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Goes to the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Give to the fullback. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. They punt it away on 4th down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Got his man in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Grabbed behind the line. It's Schultz.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab near the sticks. It's Schultz. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Rides to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's low. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The option look. Now the toss. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The kick is on its way. And the returner will be knocked down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They'll try to sneak it. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And we'll start the 4th quarter by trying to boot a 3 through there. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Off play action on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Judicials now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here comes the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And he muffs it, a loose football. And the returner is stopped. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Makes the grab on the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. He'll take it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Looking left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Arizona State is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 18 over the Judicials.
Looking downfield on 1st down.
This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Runs through the tackle. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Oh, he's getting ahead of State. The 20. Touchdown, NC State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looking for a gap. It's made. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Flips it out in the flat. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the first down. 4th down coming. The Judicials will punt this one away. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offense.
There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking for room. It's made. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Judicials really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker. It's Moore. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Judicials have it with a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Schwartz. So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Broussard. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. And the Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Give to the running back. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. First down for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Swings it out to his running back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Judicials with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now on the option. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Judicials pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. When you know you have a team outclassed, The ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.